Hello students, today we are going to discuss the three-hinged arch, but before starting the three-hinged arch, we need to study what is arches. Arches are the structures composed of curvilinear member resting on support. Here I had made an arch which is generally made up of curvilinear members resting on supports. They are used for large span structures such as airplane hangars and long span bridges. Now, one of the main distinguishing feature of an arch is the development of horizontal thrust at the supports as well as the vertical reaction even in the absence of horizontal load. It means that due to vertical loading acting on the arch, there will be two reactions acting at each support, that is the vertical reaction as well as the horizontal reaction at each support. It means that due to vertical loading, horizontal reaction will also be produced at each support. Now the internal forces at any section of an arch include axial compression, shearing force and bending moment. Now the bending moment and shearing force at such section of an arch are comparatively smaller than those of a beam of same span due to the presence of the horizontal thrust. It means that the bending moment acting on a particular section in case of arch is less as compared to that of beam of the same span length. I had made a beam here whose span is small l, which is same as that of arch. Now if we want to compute the moment along this x section, then it will be equals to VA into x. Now if we want to compute the moment in the arch, then it will be equals to, suppose that this distance is y, then it will be equals to VA into x minus HA into y. So the net moment acting on the section XX in case of arch is less as compared to that of beam. The horizontal thrust significantly reduces the moments and shear forces at any section of the arch, which results in reduced member size and a more economical design compared to other structures. Additionally, arches are also aesthetically more pleasant than most structures. Now that is all about the arches. Now we will move to the types of arches. Now generally we have three types of arches. First one is two hinged arches having hinge support at both the ends, that is A and B. Next one is the three hinged arch having hinges at the support as well as one hinge at the crown. And the last one is fixed arch having fixed supports at the ends. Now that is all about the types of arches. Now we will study what is three-hinged arches. Now a three-hinge arch is shown here, which is having hinge support at the ends and one internal hinge at the crown, that is known as crown. Now a three-hinge arch is a geometrically stable and statically determinate structure. It means that a three-hinge arch is statically determinate structure. Now due to hinge support present at A and B, we have two reactions at A, that is horizontal and vertical. Similarly, two reactions at B, that is vertical and horizontal. So total number of support reaction will be equals to 4. Now we want to calculate the total number of equilibrium equation. It will be equals to 3 plus 1. 1 is because of internal hinge present at the crown. At crown there will be net moment equals to 0. So we will have one additional equilibrium condition, that is moment about internal hinge at crown equals to 0. Now if we want to calculate the external static indeterminacy, then it will be equals to R minus S, which will be equals to 4 minus 4 equals to 0. So a three-hinge arch is a statically determinate structure. Now it consists of two curved members connected by an internal hinge, it is shown here, and is supported by two hinges at the base like this. Sometimes a tie is provided at the support level or at an elevated position in the arch to increase the stability of the structure. Sometimes a tie member like this is also provided to increase the stability of the arch. Clear? Now we will go for the determination of reaction in three hinged arches. Now I had made an three hinge arch here whose support A and B is hinged and is having a internal hinge at crown, that is C. Now the arch is subjected to a point load of W acting in the downward direction at C, and the arch is having a central rise of H meter and the span length of L meter. Now due to hinge support at A and B, we will have two reactions at A, that is VA and HA. Similarly, two reactions at B, that is VB and HB. Now we need to calculate all the support reaction present in the arches. Now for the calculation of all the support reaction, we need to use the equilibrium condition. Now we know that the first equilibrium condition is summation of all the forces acting in the vertical direction is equals to 0, that is summation of y is equals to 0. Now in this arch there will be two vertical reaction acting in the upward direction and one vertical force acting in the downward direction. So the equation will become VA plus VB is equals to W, that is our first equation. Now the second equilibrium condition is sum of all the forces in the horizontal direction is equals to 0. Here the horizontal forces is HA and HB which is acting in the opposite direction. So the equation will become HA equals to HB, that is our second reaction. Now the next equilibrium condition is moment about A equals to 0. Now we will need to calculate the moment about A from the support B. So equation will become minus VB into L. Minus is because of anti-clockwise movement due to VB. So its value will become minus VB into L plus W into L by 2 because of this point load, and the moment will be created in the clockwise direction. So the magnitude of VB will be equals to W by 2 acting in the upward direction. Now we will use the fourth equilibrium condition, that is the additional equilibrium condition, that is moment about C equals to 0. Now we will consider the right hand side portion of the arch. Now the moment about C will be equals to minus VB into L by 2 because it is acting in the anti-clockwise direction. So we had written minus VB into L by 2 plus HB into H. Now due to this horizontal reaction, there will be a moment acting in the clockwise direction of magnitude HB into H. So after putting the value of VB here, we will get the value of HB as WL by 4H acting in the leftward direction. Now by using equation 2 and 4, we will have HA equals to WL upon 4H. Now from equation 1 and 3, we will get the value of VA equals to W by 2 acting in the upward direction. So we had calculated the value of VA, that is W by 2, as well as VB which is equals to W by 2, and HA and HB will be equals to WL by 4H. In this way we will use all the equilibrium condition to calculate all the support reaction, that is VA, VB, HA and HB. That is all about the three hinged arch. Thank you very much, students.